will start announcing our senior girls soon. Marlington Lady Dukes would first like to recognize the visiting Alliance Aviators senior player, Kamara Chance. Best of luck as you complete your senior season. The Marlington Athletic Department, Administration, and Board of Education members Kathy Krupko and Jonathan Swift would like to take this opportunity to honor our exchange student and senior members of the girls basketball team along with their parents this evening. We congratulate these student athletes for their years of dedication to our athletic programs. As we call your name, please come to the center of the court and be recognized with your parents. Maria Ruiz. Maria is an exchange student from Spain, residing with host parents Jason and Trina Cackley. She is a member of the girls' basketball and soccer teams. Maria is a member of Spanish Club, Ski Club, and 222 Club. Maria's advice for future athletes is to have fun, try your best, and enjoy every moment because the season passes by too fast. Her favorite memories are becoming friends with her teammates, experiencing a high school team sport in America, and making her first three-pointer against Fairless. Following her exchange year, Maria plans to return to Spain for her last year of high school, then go to a university in Malaga to study physical therapy. Number 3, Maria Ruiz. Cadence Odie. Cadence is the daughter of Sean and Elizabeth Odie. She is a member of the varsity girls basketball and softball teams. Cadence is a member of National Honor Society, a Duke crew leader, and a member of Character Counts Club. Cadence's advice for future athletes is don't take the long basketball season for granted. You will make some of your best friends here. Her favorite memories from her basketball season are getting to play her senior year with her younger sister, Shelby, and the Odie to Odie action against Alliance. Following graduation, Cadence plans to attend Baldwin Wallace University to pursue a degree in criminal justice with a minor in psychology. Number 35, Cadence Odie. Gabriella Sampson. Gabriella is the daughter of Dave and Shannon Sampson. She is a member of the varsity girls basketball and flag football teams. Gabby is a member of the Engineering Career Technical Program and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Gabby's advice for future athletes is to be a goldfish. Her favorite memories from her basketball seasons are playing games at Tiffin with the team and coaches. Following graduation, Gabby plans to attend Stark State College for 2 years, then transfer to Kent State University to pursue a degree in architecture. Number 33, Gabriella Sampson. Addison Wittensolder. Addison is the daughter of Jason and Amy Wittensolder. She is a member of the varsity girls basketball, flag football, and track teams. Addie is a member of National Honor Society, a 2025 Buckeye Girl State Delegate, a Duke crew leader, member of Sources of Strength, and an executive member of Character Counts Club. Addison's advice for future athletes is to enjoy every moment because it'll be gone before you know it. Her favorite and most memorable part of high school has been getting so close with her teammates. All the team bonding throughout the year and celebrating wins together are moments she will never forget. Addison would like to thank her coaches for how much they have done for her. They believed in me even when I didn't and helped me grow my confidence through the years. Knowing they were always there for me and truly believed in my potential meant everything to me, and I'll always be grateful for that. Following graduation, Addison plans to attend Baldwin Wallace University to pursue a degree in sports management. Number 12, Addison Wittensolder. Ella Wittensolder. of the varsity basketball team and former member of the volleyball team. Ella is a member of the Sports Medicine Career Technical Program at Alliance High School, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and ROCKS. Ella's advice for future athletes is that the game teaches you more than wins ever will. Stay grateful, stay humble, and give your best even when it is hard. Setbacks do not define you, how you respond does. Her favorite memories from her basketball career are the pre-game moments, being surrounded by her teammates, getting ready, and coming together in prayer. After graduation, Ella has committed to continuing her academic and basketball careers at the Grove City College while pursuing a degree in business and sales, with future plans in pharmaceutical sales. Number 22, Ella Witzel. Many thanks to all our parents, grandparents, and everyone who came out tonight to honor our girls basketball players. Once again, please join me in congratulating all these fine student athletes on their high school accomplishments. We wish them the best in their future endeavors.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field, say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one, it's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive, hits and pushes it over, unbelievable. We play on, it's blocked, we're tied, unbelievable.
On senior night here at the Duke Dome, it is the Backyard Brawl as the 7-12 Marlington Dukes welcome in the 5-4 Alliance Aviators, as this is the OHSAA on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Hello friends, Nathan Smee and Bryce Fisher on the call for you this evening. One of the biggest rivalries in the area. It's the last EBC game of the year. A lot on the line for both teams. Marlington, a lot of players active today amid their injuries. Alliance, it appears only 5.
Yeah, it appears to be only 5, which is going to be heartbreaking for Alliance, but it's senior night, so I think we all come in expecting Marlington to play a little bit differently, have a higher tempo. They're going to be ready to go, get their seniors their big-time win here, and if you're Alliance, you're just trying to catch the wind.
And looking at the starting 5 for the Marlington Dukes, there is an injured player in it. I love when they do this. A player's out for the season, can't play again. Get her in the lineup one final time. Minerva did it this past week with Lily Stolfus, who was out for the entire year, along with Kylie Lippincott, who got hurt halfway through. Tonight, Marlington, they bring in Ella Wittenstolden to start one final game as a Duke.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. We never had that at Glen Oak because none of our coaches like us enough, but it's cool to see. She was out there shooing earlier off of one leg. She didn't make anything, so I'm hoping she's not going to try to go get a bucket because the odds don't look great. But I love to see her out there.
You never know. It could be one of those, just drive down low and put it up. But to be fair, she was shooting threes at that point. She is going to be a tough out next year for Grove City. If she can play to the full strength that she can, and we've seen her play, that is going to be a big addition for the Wolverines. But for Alliance, their starting 5 tonight, it's going to be Van Pelt, Graham, Pleasant, Ritchie, and Hawkins. Barring any other players spawning out of nowhere, it looks like we're going to see a total of 5 players, and it's those 5 for the rest of the night. So an interesting one here today in Alliance. With that in mind, we will toss things downstairs to our PA announcer for our pregame announcements, the anthem, and our player introductions.
Athletes at the top of their game. Learn more at actionchildrens.org/sportshelp. Marlington High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Alliance High School and your Marlington Dukes. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your attendance in support of the student athletes and coaches is appreciated by both schools. Though both teams are rivals, they are expected to display good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and we request the same from all fans. Everyone in attendance is reminded to respect the game. The officials assigned to this game have met the requirements set by the OHSAA and have been assigned based upon the process approved by the OHSAA's Board of Directors. The officials for this game are Alexis Green, Thomas Derrick, and Reynold Ray. We live in a country with freedoms like no other. To honor America, please stand and join in the playing of our national anthem. From Alliance High School, number 2, freshman Nevaeh Van Helt. Number 3, freshman Peyton Graham. Number 4, senior Kamara Chance. Number 13, sophomore LaQuea Hawkins. And number 23, freshman Jayla Fisher. Assistant coach Greg Sampson and Brittany Christie. Head coach Rod Smith. Now let's meet the players from your Lady Dukes. Number 32, freshman Lillian Wittensoler. Number 13, senior Maria Ruiz. Number 35, senior Cadence Odie. Number 33, senior Gabby Sampson. Number 12, senior Addison Wittensoler. Number 22, senior Ella Wittensoler. Assistant coaches, Leah Cooley, Jillian Hawk, Tyler Schuler, head coach Nick Strong.
Once again, Bryce, I would say a job well done from the spotlight.
Yeah, the spotlight worker did a great job.
Can't be me, can it?
No, obviously not.
Always am happy to do it. It's a fun extra little added thing. How can we do it? Once I figured out that, okay, the first player did not come from the back line, that made things a lot easier.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I don't think anyone knew where anyone was coming from.
But here we are, ready to go. It's senior night for the Marlington Dukes, and it's the last EBC game of the year. Last year, Marlington 8-15 on the campaign. You look at what happened then after that in the EBC 6-4. Right now, 5-4. A chance to do it again. So far this year, 7-12. A win today. You match your win tally from last season. Still 3 games left to go. You have Canton South here at home on Wednesday, a game that we are going to be doing. Saturday at Hoover, a return home for Nick Stroppel, who was an assistant there for 6 years. And then on the 19th of February, so next Thursday, another game we're doing, OHSAA tournament play against CCC. That is Cleveland Central Catholic. I say 2 winnable games in there easily, maybe 3.
I 100% agree. I think there's 3 winnable games. I think they have a very good chance to win 2 of them, and it's going to be a battle for the third.
Get to double figures. That would be key for them. Opening tip-off will go to Alliance, and they will strike first here as they give me a basket on the far side for Van Pelt. And the point of this, Bryce, is to get a shot up here for Ella Wittensoldner. This is exactly the right move for both teams. It's going to be Lillian to her sister. And there it is. One final time, Ella Wittensoldner scores for Marlington. And it's so poetic. Her sister gets the last assist to an all-time legend here at Marlington.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. You can see the emotions coming. She's obviously very emotional. Her sister's emotional. Her family's got to be emotional. It's awesome to see if you're the Marlington fans, and kudos to Alliance for letting that happen.
Coach Rod Smith and company, they are class acts over there. And in knowing the Wittensoldner family from covering this team, they're good people. I am so happy that they did this. I was hoping they would. I assumed they would. I didn't want to speak too soon. But it's awesome. It's the right thing to do, and now we can enjoy some basketball here. It's going to be an emotional night regardless, though.
Yes.
But here we are officially underway. Both teams on the board. 20 seconds off the clock. And here comes Sav Pleasant up the floor. Once again, the Aviators only running 5 players tonight. They have had some issues with that this season due to injury. But it's a young core. A lot of freshmen and sophomore players. The future can be bright for this team, especially if they get a good result here today. That shot going to be too strong. Addison Wittensoldner the rebound.
Yeah, I think their worry is going to be make sure nobody fouls out. We've seen it against Marlington. They're a very physical group. They draw a lot of fouls. You cannot foul out against this group if you're Alliance.
Shelby Odie under the baseline, goes top. That 3, too strong. And there's the rebound for Hawkins. So each team trades a miss. Alliance at 2, Marlington a 3. 1 minute in, another shot here for the Aviators off kilter. Too strong, and it's the second consecutive rebound for Wittensoldner.
Yeah, I think that's Maria Ruiz out there.
That is the foreign exchange student from Spain. And that pass out of play. But I like that they're getting all the seniors involved here. Get her a chance to go out here and play on her senior night. Marlington does a great job with that. They have so many foreign exchange students. I believe one I had class with 2 semesters ago. A foreign exchange student from Georgia.
Yeah,
Went
that's
to Marlington and still at Mount Union.
It's awesome from Marlington. Kudos to them.
It's a great program, a great way to involve the really global scale of the sports. Van Pelt just outside the paint. Hawkins airballs that one, and it's Caden Odie picking up the pieces. Another sister pass there as it's Shelby Odie getting it from Cadence. Now out wide. It's Pete's 3, and it's good. The first 3 of the night belongs to Pistol Pete's, a strong player this year for the Dukes. Last time we saw them, she had 17.
Yeah, she's a very, very good player. Great shooter, able to work beyond the arc.
Graham high pass, Van Pelt in the corner. Now Hawkins, 6 minutes on the clock in the opening frame. Far side Ritchie, back top for Hawkins. And in seeing this team now in comparison to last year, the movement is a lot better. And that is a great sign of things to come. Pleasant's mid-range just a bit shy. And Odie able to keep this one in play, but right back to Hawkins. Another chance for the Aviators. Second chance points. That could really get Alliance back in this game. Pleasant takes it. Her shot is good. This group looking so much better than they did a year ago. And that's what you want to see. Going 0-21 to then win 5 games, a massive improvement. And they won their first game of the season, keep in mind, on the road at Rittman. And that was right before Thanksgiving, a strong outing for them. Addison Wittensolder's 3 a little shy, and it's going to be kept alive by Peyton Graham, the freshman, but right back to Shelby Odie. There's the foul, and not the baskets. A bit shy on the attempt from the freshman, so the first set of free throws tonight go to the Dukes.
Yeah, we talked about it all offseason about how much we were going to cover Alliance girls basketball just because of the season they had last year. And they've done a great job improving, and obviously the injuries and people leaving has hurt them a lot, but they started off pretty strong.
First of 2 is good. And the big thing with covering them, we were supposed to have them a few Mondays ago, but of course it was a snowstorm. We're doing the Alliance game on Saturday, but we can't do the earlier game at 3. So this is the only game we have them for this year, which is really unfortunate. It's just kind of how the cookie crumbles, trying to serve a total of 6 basketball teams in this area. And oh, by the way, given that, tomorrow we're back here to see Marlington boys basketball for the first time. And that was not by design. That was with cancellations.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So Marlington up by 3, Alliance looking to answer. Graham on the far side. Heavy defense from Peets. Somehow finds Van Pelt. Back top. Pleasant trying to find some space now, far side. Picks up Graham again. The Aviators trying to find some good space. Hawkins goes top. Van Pelt inside again. Just trying to drive inside. There it is again. And Pleasant puts it away. She has 4 of the 6 tonight for the Aviators.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job inside the paint so far.
This is one of the best offensive showings that they have had this early in a game this year. And a lot of it's just from that spacing. Once again, a wing 3. It's Bailey Peets, and it's good again.
Just a beautiful stroke. Reminds me of myself.
And you look at a player like Bailey Peets, she has really come alive in the second half of the season, especially from outside the arc, and some defense as well. Gets the steal, goes far side, and banks it home. Marlington now has 8 from Peets, and a 6-point lead overall. And here's a timeout called by Coach Smith. He wants to talk things over. 4:01 on the clock in the first, and a really strong start for the Marlington offense. Outside of the first 2 points for each team, 10 points naturally, 8 of which have come from Bailey Peets.
Yeah, she's been on fire so far. Obviously, we expected Shelby Odie to play a huge role. We know Bailey Peets is a great player, but she's kind of played the secondary role, more of the off-ball threat. She's doing a great job so far.
And you look at a player like Peets, who is going to be coupled with Odie for the next 2 seasons after this. To see her play this well and really to see her improve this much is a great sign of things to come. This Marlington team, if you look at it on paper, especially the second half of the year, it's a young group. You get up an 8th grade group this coming year, and oh, by the way, you also get Chloe Evanich back from injury.
Yeah, and that'll be big time. She was at the game on, I believe it was Saturday, watching Mount Union's girls basketball against Muskingum.
And, of course, cheering on her older sister in Chelsea Evanich.
Yeah, Chelsea didn't play much that game. I'm not exactly sure why, but, hey, we got the win. Or no, boys got the win, girls did not.
There you go. So 12-6 Marlington up by 6, and there's the interception for Shelby Odie, and they will push the pace. Bailey Peets once again has 8 points so far, wants to get into double figures early. Now far side, Walters 3, just a bit shy, tipped down and poked away. It's Sav Pleasant the rebound for the Aviators. Alliance trying to find something with Pleasant, and she will travel. And you kind of see that steal attempt from Witten-Soldner. She knew that Pleasant was off balance, kind of leaning towards her. All you have to do is try and rip that ball away. She's going to fall with it. You're going to get the travel, and you're going to get the basketball and avoid the jump ball.
Yeah, and threw her off just enough to get that travel called. That's the whole timing of when you're attempting to reach.
Witten-Soldner down low. Odie fakes it back out wide. Now Walter inside Shelby Odie in the double team. Well shy. Strong defense by Peyton Graham. And has this one poked away by Shelby Odie.
Good defense from Odie there after having the missed shot. Getting back on defense, poking it free, giving Marlington a chance to reset on the fast break.
And going back to last Monday, another player who really stepped up, Cam Catania, the freshman. She enters the game for the first time tonight and might have a chance to run the offense here as Odie takes it away. Instead goes for Billy Peets, just underneath the basket, kicks it out wide for Addison Witten-Soldner, and the Dukes will reset. Marlington, a strong offensive showing so far. A lot of it from Billy Peets, but that time a mistake right inside the paint. It's Hawkins the INT.
Yeah, you can't give that up.
Far side, deep mid-range, well shy, picked up by Witten-Soldner. So many rebounds for Addison in the opening 5 minutes thus far.
Yeah, I think she's collected 5 now.
Peets is 3. This one no good. And yet another one for Addison Witten-Soldner, her 4th board of the opening frame. That shovel pass too strong. Odie trying to pick up Witten-Soldner. And it goes right back to the Aviators.
Yeah, we're going to be calling Witten-Soldner's name a lot tonight, I have a feeling.
Also does help that there are 2 on the roster that are playing.
That does help.
Just a little bit, I would assume. And that pass too high, just through the hands of Van Pelt. Marlington forces the turnover. Looking at the offense, is not the 2 strongest in the area, but still, they find ways to win games. Marlington averaging 39 points per game. Alliance averaging 28.5.
Yeah, they're not the biggest offensive threats, but they play hard. They give great effort.
And the hustle so far from the 5 Aviators on the floor, it has been tremendous. Odie driving through traffic, now out wide. Catania's deep 3. Just a bit shy. Richie gets a piece of it. Witten-Soldner fights for the rebound, and it's Graham taking it the other way for the Aviators. And when you only have 5 players active, you got to really curl around and set your offense the right way. That mid-range, once again, well shy and out of bounds. That one was Araya Ritchie.
Yeah, just got a little bit too tight to the chest. Need to let it come natural. Let the arm swing bring the upper body. Don't force it there if you're a shooter.
I believe since the timeout, we have not seen a basket.
I believe you're correct.
McCarty, far elbow, nearly walking with it, now down low, wide open, Lillian Witten-Soldner, and she will put it away.
Spoke it into existence.
Now the lead up to 8 for the Marlington Dukes. Just under 90 seconds left to go in the opening frame. Hawkins goes top. This 3 off the window and wide left. Another good idea from the Aviators, just can't execute in the end. Lillian Witten-Soldner tries to shovel down low. Loose ball tipped out of play, and that is going to catch an Aviator on the back of the shoe.
Yeah, it got a little bit messy there. I expected to just take the shot in transition. I didn't think she was going to pass it into the paint.
A lot of it comes down to be confident in your shots, and we're going to see that a lot on Wednesday against Canton South, I'm sure. And, of course, then against Cleveland Central in the playoffs. Odie, far side, taken away, but kept alive. Witten-Soldner picks up the pieces again for the Dukes. Now it's Odie, and she is fouled. The fouls, as you mentioned, Bryce, a key thing to look at. We have 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Alliance has 2 fouls so far. Marlington, none.
Yeah, if you're Alliance, you can't foul out the game. It's as simple as that. You don't want to put your teammates at a disadvantage.
So 2 chances here for Shelby Odie. First, no good. I believe if an Aviator does foul out, I think they're just going to play with 4 at that point.
They do. I believe the minimum you could play with in OHSA is 3.
And I believe against Leetonia last year to close out the season, they had to play with 3.
Yeah.
That one as well, no good. Graham the rebound. She has been a big addition to this team, coming over, I believe, from St. Thomas Aquinas. In the corner, it's Pleasant, one of the returners from last year. You look at the players on the floor, it's all freshmen and sophomores. So building blocks for the future as that one's thrown out of play just too long.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there.
And I think we know this. Just looking at the youth program at Alliance, they have some great players coming up. It might take a year or two to get them integrated to the roster, but they're coming up. Catania's three is good. Third three of the opening quarter for the Marlington Dukes. And the first of the night for Camp Catania.
Yeah, she's another really good shooter with Pete's. It's a really good 1-2 punch off ball.
She is going to be key next year. And even now, as there's the steal for the freshman, she will take it all by herself. Can't bank it in, but Witten-Solner picks up the pieces.
Yeah, and there's Lillian.
One of the most potent offensive performances so far in a quarter this season for Marlington, up 19-6 at the buzzer. One final chance. It's no good, and that's it for the first quarter. Just a bit shy from Ritchie, and through 8 minutes, it is a really strong outing from this Marlington offense, up 19-6 on the Aviators. With that, we will step aside as you are watching the OHSAA in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Welcome back to Marlington High School. 8 minutes in the books. Still plenty of basketball left to go tonight. It is Marlington up 19-6 on the Alliance Aviators as you are watching the OHSAA on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Once again, he's Bryce Fisher. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. A strong offensive start for the Aviators, but after that timeout, it really went away. What do these 5 girls need to change to get some offense here and get back in this game?
On a serious note, they need to hit their shots when they have them. They got to hit their open shots. They can't miss them. On an unserious note, they need to call their friends and get them here to have some subs.
It's really tough playing with 5 right now, but these 5, they are hustling and giving it their all, and that is really, really admirable so far.
Yeah,
Odie driving through a triple team. Can't get it to go. Sampson the rebound. Now double teamed. Clean block the first time around. Same with the second. And the Aviators are able to rip it away. It's LaQuea Hawkins picking it up. And that's exactly the grit you want to see from this group. And that's a big positive to take into your next games. Van Pelt, her mid-range, off the line. And it's Walter picking up the pieces for Marlington.
That's one of those. You got to hit those.
Pete's her 3. This time no good. Odie gets the rebound. Another chance. This time a step back 3 in the corner. Same results. And it's Peyton Graham again with the rebound. So far this season, it looks like it's going to be Peyton Graham leading the Aviators into this next era.
Yeah, I would have a feeling she's going to be the leader, taking them to the next level.
And this one out of bounds on the Dukes. It stays down here. And if she can continue to improve along with this group, and as you said, get more numbers, this team can be pretty decent next year.
100%.
They just need a couple of extra players to come up, and I think they'll get it. Odie this time, the interception on the long pass. Nobody really close. There's the close down, but it's too late, and Odie will bank it in. Her first field goal of the night gives her 4 total. Graham up the floor once again. Alliance trying to catch the Dukes by surprise. That mid-range well too strong, and it's another rebound for Addison Witten-Solner.
That's one of those you just got to hit if you're Alliance. You can't be that wide open and miss.
Peach tries keeping that one alive, but not enough in the end. And it goes back to the Aviators.
A lot of just sloppy basketball tonight.
Looking at Alliance's next couple of games, they're at Coventry on Wednesday. Then on Valentine's Day, they'll host Tuscarawas Central Catholic before heading to Rocky River on the 21st for their first playoff game of the season. That'll be the number 7 seed Pirates versus the number 40 seed Aviators. That 3 well shy. Again, it's Addison Witten-Solner with the rebound. And here comes Marissa Walter in transition. A strong attempt on the Euro, but not enough to get past Graham. Another defensive play for the freshman. And this one's going to be a jump ball that keeps it down here. And I think the Dukes wanted that one to be a travel.
I think they should have got it, but we just watched the exact same play happen on both sides where they attempted a Euro step, handed the ball to their defender, and almost gave it away.
You have to find a way around that brick wall pretty much. That's the issue with that play. You got to drive through traffic strong. That time they couldn't, and same here. Odie up the floor, picks up Bailey Peets. Her shot is good. Bailey Peets now with 10. And she is the first player tonight on either side to reach double figures. And it's Marlington up by 17. And another steal. It's Odie this time. Has Peets off to her left. Beautiful pass. And the bank opens up again. Bailey Peets might surpass her tally from last time in the first half.
Yeah, and you're starting to see the energy difference for a team with subs and a team that doesn't have any subs as Shelby Odie gets a layup on the other side.
She now has 6, and once again a timeout is called by the Aviators. They want to talk things over. All Marlington on their senior night, up 27-6 on SmeeSports.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
.5:24 left to go in the first half. It is all Marlington on their senior night, up 27-6 on Alliance, as you are watching the OHSAA on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. As you said, Bryce, it's tough to play with 5, and this is where conditioning really becomes, well, the game itself.
Yeah, you need one of those Coach Carter moments where you just feel like you're more conditioned than the other team and you can push through everything.
But these 5, they are a tight-knit group, and they know that they can still compete, especially Graham. She is the leader of this group, and if there's anybody to get them back on the board, it's her. That pass, though, a little shy, intercepted. It's Odie. Only Graham to beat, and Graham pokes it away. And there's the foul on the back end of it. But once again, she is giving so much effort to this cause tonight. She is going to be a star for these Aviators.
Yeah.
And the foul, it looks like, is actually going to be on Addison Wittensoldner.
Yeah, they're saying as she smacked the ball out of their hands, she hit him in the head.
So if nothing else for Alliance, you're really seeing what your future star can really do in this instance. Imagine what they can do with some good role players around her.
Yeah, I think they're liking what they're seeing. They just wish it was under different circumstances.
And in a good offseason, a good incoming class, this team could really change the narrative about them, and that's what they want. They want to prove people wrong. And they definitely can. They have the ability to. They have some of the best players that they possibly can right now to do so, but that time out of travel. Just kind of changed that pivot foot in the end.
Yeah, a little bit indecisive there. Caught in between decisions.
But Marlington, a team that averages 39 points a game, they have 27, and we still have 4:20 on the clock in the first half. They might have that at the break. Peets, her mid-range, rolls around, no good, but it's Lillian Wittensoldner once again, as she is the cleanup crew of this team down low.
Yeah, really good job from Lillian. Second chance points. It's the make or break.
Once again, the younger sister of Ella Wittensoldner, the senior. They had that special moment earlier on tonight with that final assist and final bucket for Ella Wittensoldner in her storied Marlington career. There's the drive, and the foul is drawn. Only the second foul of the game on the Marlington Dukes, and that'll send Sam Pleasant to the line.
Yeah, that was just, I kind of call that a lazy foul where you get beat and you kind of just reach your hands out, force them to the line, make them try to earn it.
Obviously, in regards to this game, Marlington has a lot of extra room to play around with in regard to fouls.
Yes.
First of 2, no good. Alliance, they have
what, 25 technically? Even less than that, 15 they can give up total?
Yeah, essentially.
It could be more if it's well distributed, but of course, they don't want to get there. That one, though, good for Pleasant as she will split the pair. 5 of the 7 so far have come from her. And there it is again, Graham with the steal. No points, but so far a big defensive presence. And this one's poked out of play by McCarty in transition. Both number 3s making some big defensive stops.
Yeah, really, really good defensive plays so far.
And it'll be Graham again to inbound. Beautiful in pass down low. Hawkins nearly picked away. Ritchie bobbles it. And it's Bailey Peets picking up the pieces for the Marlington Dukes. To the corner, Catania. Now far side, McCarty. The Dukes getting more creative with their offense. It's McCarty and traffic. And there's the whistle. I like what they did there. Alliance understands how strong this team is outside the arc. Bait them out, beat them down low, and draw the contact.
Yeah, really good spacing. Pull them outside the paint, kick it across. It's exactly what you work on in your pregame drills.
And as well in the offseason. First of 2 for McCarty. Rolls around, no good. Looking at the last time these two teams played each other, it was a convincing win for Marlington, 59-19. That one as well shy. And there it is, picked up by the Aviators. But clearly last time, a lopsided affair, Marlington by 40. And they think they can do it again.
Yeah, I would imagine, especially when you see there's only 5 players on the other team.
Hawkins takes it inside herself. Her shot off the window, wide left. Good idea again. And Alliance's offense, they're setting up the right way. Their shots just haven't been falling tonight. And again, good defense. Graham involved along with Ritchie.
Yeah, really good job.
And here comes some extra changes for Marlington. And it's going to be Morgan Lohr, the sophomore, getting some action in this game. Not really a name that we have called this season, but now's the time to see what you have in the future of your program.
Yeah, why not?
Odie inbounds. It's Lohr. Her first touch is the 3, and it's just a bit shy and out of play. But I like that confidence from the get-go. Your first touch of the game, why not take a 3?
Yeah, they want to see what you can do as a coaching staff. You might as well. You're wide open.
This is what I want to call a tryout game. You kind of understand the result before, of course, it's official. So why not see what you can do? If you can hit 3 threes, maybe you get some extra playing time down the stretch this season. It's not just about next year at this point. Graham bobbles that one, and it's Odie with the steal. Marlington takes it the opposite way, up by 22. Odie thought about the 3, now McCarty drives down low. Clean lane, and there's the 2. McCarty on the board for the first time tonight. And it's 31-7 Marlington. Less than 2.5 on the clock in this first half. Alliance trying to find something from the field, and they do with Peyton Graham.
There you go.
Her first basket of the night. And it might be, okay, it's predictable, but get the ball down low to her every single time and see what happens. Yeah, and again, a good play there, poking it out of play. They're reading the passing lanes quite well in the second quarter.
Yeah, defensively, they've been pretty solid. Obviously, you can tell that they're worn out. They're tired because they only have 5 players and Marlington's able to sub. But they've given really good effort for what they got.
And that has to be a big sense of pride for this group. They're saying, hey, we only have 5, but we're going to give the utmost effort as there it is again. I am so impressed with the hustle and just the grit of this team. It might not result in a win tonight, but you know what? This is one of those times that you have to have those moral victories, and this is one of them, among many. The defense of Peyton Graham, another big one. And it's nearly out of play, and there's the foul in the end. It's going to be on Graham, but her defense otherwise has been locked down, nearly forcing Pete out of play. She kind of ran out of space in the corner, and that is her second foul of the game.
Yeah, got a little bit too aggressive there. I understand what she's going for as she has her trapped, but just can't reach and hit the wrist.
So Marlington once again trying to set up this offense. 1:40 on the clock before halftime. Down low to Odie. Picked up again by Shelby. Now Cadence. Far side. Lohr goes top. Picks up McCarty. Excellent movement by the Dukes. And it's McCarty again with the mid-range shot. Lays it in with that right-hand floater.
That was an awesome find from Bailey Odie, though. Or Shelby Odie. What the?
Combining names.
I don't know who I combined it with.
Bailey Peets.
Well, yeah, but
Out wide, an open look here from beyond the arc, not going to be taken. Van Pelt, the intended target there, but it's Odie picking it up, lays it behind, and it's Araya Ritchie picking it up, and there's the foul on Bailey Peets. Excellent hustle again. Coach Smith on the sideline, he is liking what he is seeing.
Yeah, he has to.
This group is much improved from last year once again. And I'll keep saying it because it's really true. This is a group that scored a singular basket against West Branch last year. They scored 2 points. This group, a lot better. And they're hustling a lot more. The foundation is there.
Yes, I think with that foundation, you start to establish a little bit of culture. You understand what the players want from themselves, and you begin to grow.
And I think you agree right now, Peyton Graham, that's the player to really build around.
Yes.
Obviously, you don't really have recruiting at this level. NIL now becoming a thing, but still. Get the players locally, get them to Alliance, and see what happens. Final minute of this first half. Graham, far side, goes to the corner, picks up Ritchie. And it's thrown out of bounds by McCarty. But you look at this matchup, lopsided in the Max Preps era. Overall, Alliance is 4-34 against Marlington. Their last win was on January 31st, 2024 by 5. Beyond that, they have lost 31 of the last 32 meetings.
Yeah, that's not great.
Deep mid-range, not going to fall, and it will go the other way. But I like that idea again from Sav Pleasant. She has been your best shooter tonight with 5. Give her the ball and see what she can do as well. But I want to see Graham more involved in this offense, especially in the second half.
Yeah, I think just let her take over.
And that could be a recipe to get you back within 15 if you play your cards right defensively. But a big part of that is playing clean. So far, 4 fouls tonight. And usually that's not a big deal, but you have a total of 15 you can possibly give and stay in the game. Odie, that bank not going to be there. And Alliance will get the rebound, and they can hold for a final shot in this first half. And that'll most likely be their decision. Van Pelt's running out of time, now down to 5 seconds. Van Pelt cuts back the other way, needs to find an outlet or take it herself. Here it is at the buzzer, Van Pelt driving, and she is blocked by Shelby Odie. And that's halftime here at Marlington High School. 33-9, it is all Marlington on their senior nights.
Yeah, it's been dominant from Marlington so far. They've been able to get anything they've wanted. They've done a great job with the pace of play. They haven't forced anything, knowing that Alliance only has 5 players. And for Alliance, with those 5 players, they've done a great job giving effort at all times.
And I want to keep reiterating that. We're both going to keep reiterating that, especially you as a coach. If this was your team to see the way they're hustling, I'm sure your halftime speech would be, you know what, I'm really happy with how you guys are hustling. Kudos to you.
Yeah, there would be bits and pieces with small things like.
And you have to. And we're not just saying, okay, only focus on the positives here. There's going to be some coaching here. Rod Smith understands that very well, but you got to hone in on those positives. And I think he's a guy that definitely can.
100%. You got to hone in on the positives, but you also have to make it aware. We've airballed 5 jump shots. That can't happen. You got to at least make it competitive. You got to stay competitive offensively. I know defensively we've done a great job, but offensively we got to get back into this game because to win, you got to score points.
And that's exactly the key, as well as not fouling. Only 4 fouls so far, 2 from Hawkins, 2 from Graham. I'm impressed by that right now.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean game, and obviously that's a big concern is if they're going to be able to stay out of foul trouble. That way they can keep 5 people on the court at all times. They've done a good job so far.
And as for Marlington, what can you say other than this team? They have found some rhythm. Bailey Peets is really getting back to her best, and this team can really compete. If they dig deep in their locker any day, any game, they can win some big ones. And you look at Canton South, a winnable game. Hoover, it would take a lot, but still not out of the realm of possibility. You have to keep in mind their head coach used to coach at Hoover. He understands how that program works top to bottom. And then Cleveland Central Catholic. That Cleveland Central Catholic game, you do have some good players from CCC, maybe some Mike Duncan magic mixed in there from the men's side of things, but it's a winnable matchup here on the 19th. And then beyond that, redemption against Northwest, which is easier said than done. Northwest, back-to-back undefeated PAC champions. That's going to be a tough one on the 24th if you get there. But some winnable games coming up. You win tonight, you beat Canton South, you lose to Hoover. That's okay. That playoff game next Thursday, you're playing for a double-digit win season.
Yeah, I think it's definitely within the realm of possibility. They can definitely get there. You just got to – everyone's got to come together and be willing to give maximum effort at all times.
And as we toss things back down to the floor, 7:45 on the clock during halftime. It's Marlington up 33-9 on the Aviators as you are watching the OHSAA in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor a broadcast in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to Heather Prince of Howard Hanna, along with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance, for making tonight's telecast possible. At the break, 33-9 your score. As we toss things back up here to the press box, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Bryce Fisher. Once again, Alliance only playing with 5 players. Marlington on their senior night. They're having a great game. What do you want to see out of the second half? Obviously, Alliance, it would take a lot for them to come back and win. But still, this is a time, 16 free minutes of practice, basically, for the future of the program.
Yeah, I would say if you're Alliance, you try to stat pad a little bit. At least make your stats look a little bit better. And if you're Marlington, keep it going. For the next generation of Dukes, show that you are a good group of players and you are going to be here for a while.
And this is still a young team. You look at their best 2 scorers that are coming back, both averaging around 10. That's Odie and Peets. Freshman and Odie, sophomore and Peets. That really does tell you a lot about what is coming back for this team. The future's bright for them.
Yeah,
and I think they understand that.
It definitely is.
So 16 minutes left to go in regulation, and we are back to the action. Marlington will begin with the basketball. They now work right to left. Once again, this is senior night, a great night all the way around for them thus far, and we'll see how it does end. Odie at the top, taking her time, and we can see a very more methodical offensive approach from Marlington. Instead, it's Sampson down low, and the bank will open. But I think they're going to be a lot slower offensively. If it's perfect, they'll shoot. If not, they're just going to take their time.
Yeah, there's no need to speed it up.
And they already have a big lead in hand. A running clock would be a 35-plus point lead. We'll see if they get there or not. Van Pelt now top, picks up Pleasant. Back out wide, Van Pelt has Graham far side open. Instead, it's Van Pelt in traffic off the front iron, rebound Hawkins. Another chance for Alliance, but it's Sampson with the steal. And here come the Dukes in transition. It's Odie once again, but pickpocketed. Strong defense, I believe, by Pleasant that time. But once again, that defensive grit and grind style is there for the Aviators.
Yeah, it definitely is, and they're giving tons of defensive effort.
And now they draw the foul. It's Pleasant driving inside.
And
that's what you want to see.
Yeah, that will help them out.
If you bring it to the rack every single time, they're going to have to foul eventually. You get some key players in foul trouble, and then from there, hit some shots.
Yeah, chip away slowly.
So 2 chances here for Pleasant. 1 for 2 at the line so far today. Now 1 for 3. But she is the leading scorer all the way around for the Aviators with 5 tonight. This one also shy, no good. And again, it's Addison Witten-Soldner with the rebound. So many boards for her offensively and defensively tonight. Peets keeps this one alive. Sampson just outside the paints. And it rolls around, no good. Walters put back is good. A little bit of teasing off the back iron as well.
Yeah, not letting the ball know where it's going to go.
Keeping it on its toes if it had any. Far side, Richie goes top, picked away. It's Odie getting a piece, but it stays with the Aviators.
I'd like to imagine the basketball does have toes.
I think that goes against the spherical concept of a basketball itself.
Nah.
I could be wrong. From the elbow, the bank won't open, and it's Walter this time corralling it in. 6:15 left to go in the third. Odie in transition, had it open in the wing, takes it down low. Sampson on the shovel, to the corner, wide open look. Marissa Walter, off the front iron, rebound Bailey Peets. Another chance, Odie fakes it, and she will reset. Marlington, plenty of good chances, along with some good offensive rebounds. Wittensolner back out wide. Shelby Odie takes it herself with the right. It's good.
Really good drive there from Shelby. I know she doesn't like to shoot the ball, but they're still respecting that pump fake, allowing her to get past her defender.
And just like that, the Duke lead is up to 30, and they want more. Odie has peaked in transition, instead goes to Addison Wittensolner. Now out wide. Odie, wide open three. Just a bit shy. Sampson tips it down, but it's Peyton Graham picking it up for the Aviators. Another good rebound.
Yep, and she takes the jump shot there. I don't hate it.
And we'll see if they can find her inside. Instead, it tips around, but right back to Graham. Breaks through and banks it in.
A little bit of good luck on Alliance's side there.
Peyton Graham now with 4, a strong outing for her, especially with the defense. Sampson tries tipping that one out of bounds, and it goes the other way. I think if she let it go the first time, that would have last touched Hawkins.
I thought so as well.
It's a tough one. You're right in the moment. You want to make the right call. In a game like this, why not go for it?
Yeah, there's not a lot of harm that can be done right now.
This is where hustle is really going to show out. And if you're the Aviators especially, give it your all here. You still have plenty of time left in the game. That's going to be tough to get through. But see what you can do. Try some new things. Now Catania with the steal. Nobody close. And it's an easy two. No, she's not going to make it. Catania nearly had it wide open. Now it's Odie. Again, shy. It's airballed. And out of bounds off of Walter. It looked good and then eventually just rolled out.
You had to say easy. As soon as that easy came out, the ball said, nah.
I'll hold my hands up for that one.
Yeah.
It looked good off the initial shot, though. I will say that.
I thought it did too, but the ball heard easy and said, huh, I'm easy? Nah.
Pleasant in a double team. Draws the foul and nearly makes that one instead. It's free throws, 2 of them for the Aviators. The announcer's jinx.
It's always there.
Knock on wood, it hasn't happened all too often lately. That's like the first rendition from me in a long while.
Yeah, and I probably get one once a game. That's why I'm not predicting anything.
First of 2, no good. And you'll have some predictions again on Friday as we will have the SmeeSports pregame show starting at 6. You'll be able to predict Holy Name Padua. That one rolls around, not going to be there. Both no good, and it's Addison Wittensolner with the rebound.
Man, I can't even predict my breakfast right now, and you want me predicting games?
Yes, I do, as that pass is out of bounds and it goes the other way.
I've been awful so far. Ever since football season, I used all my knowledge for football season, and then basketball season, everything that I thought was going to be true has just been wrong.
We'll see if it reverses back to really what it's supposed to be for baseball.
Oh, it will be.
Once again, baseball, end of the month at Tri-C. Plenty of games coming up there. This weekend out in South Carolina, 2-2. They won both games Saturday, lost both on Sunday. Walter picks it off for the Dukes, and here she comes in transition. And Graham to the right thing, just put her hands up. And now it's another turnover. Pleasant picks it off, and here comes Graham. Fakes on Odie, takes it inside herself in the double team, just too strong. But another great play by the Aviators, and now they're trying to get in a little full court press. Odie, bounce pass, Walter down low, just outside the paint, plays it back in. Cadence Odie, too strong. And Sav Pleasant will run the offense for Alliance. 3:20 left to go in the third. Takes it herself, high off the window, not going to be there. Odie picks it up, and she is slow to get up. That's not a great sign for the Aviators. Odie, far side, picks up Catania. Nylon! A clean switch from Cam Catania. She now has 6. A strong outing for her again. And it looks like they subbed in a little too quick there.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
But it looks like it's going to be Lore along with Ruiz coming in. Van Pelt faking on Odie, trying to direct traffic. Now top Hawkins, far side Graham, pumping on Odie. Now Van Pelt again. 2:40 on the clock, down low, Graham taken away, it's Shelby Odie. Off balance, somehow finds Walter, and here comes the offense. It's Catania again, drives in, beautiful pass, picks up Odie, and the bank will open. Cadence Odie gets her basket on senior night, and Cam Catania gets the beautiful assist.
Yeah, and the bench is going crazy. I get the feeling that's her first varsity bucket.
First one on senior night, as there is the timeout called. I think we're just waiting on Addison Wittensolner and Maria Ruiz to get on the board. And it's crazy to say that Addison Witten-Solder hasn't scored yet because she's nearly had 10 rebounds.
Yeah, she's collecting rebounds for sure, just not points.
But all the way around, this is how you want senior night to go. And these girls, they have given it their all for this program over the past 4 years. And it's a great thing to get to honor them. Of course, this game was supposed to happen a couple of weeks ago. It's delayed to a Monday night that now has a lot of boys basketball as well. For example, Holy Name Lake Catholic about to tip off over in Mentor. And at Strongsville, they welcome in Medina Buckeye. So some rare Monday night boys basketball, along with plenty of girls games, just due to all the moving around due to that big storm a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that storm changed a lot of things. Also, a big one in NCAA basketball. I'm not sure when it started, but Kansas versus Arizona.
Coa-Pete versus Darren Peterson.
Bill Self is 38-0 on Big Monday at home.
Wow. And that'll be a big talking point on Sports After Dark. You can tune in at 10:30 p.m. tonight on 91.1 WRMU or stream live on the WRMU app that you can download via the App Store.
Starts at 9.
So we'll be right in the middle of the show as that starts at 10:30. There'll be myself, and we might not have Bryce from Glen Oak, but you know what? We have Aiden Kerr. So, as you said, that's the next best thing?
It's the inferior version of me, basically. Ever since he cut his hair.
Do we need to have a mediation between you two?
It doesn't matter what happens. He's always going to be the lesser version. He's 2 inches shorter, got less hair.
Either way, back to the action. Graham in heavy traffic, not going to get it. But Hawkins, a strong attempt, also not there. And Graham picks it up and takes it out of the skirmish inside the paint. That's the right move. Flush it out wide and resets. And there's the foul from Catania.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Alliance was able to get that ball back.
And the key right now, it's a 33-point lead for the Dukes. One more basket from the field without Alliance scoring, and they will have a running clock. And then from there, it has to get under 30 for it to go back to being a normal clock. Witten-Solder gives it right back to Hawkins. Down low, Graham. Bank won't open. Hawkins fighting for that rebound against Lohr. Pokes out of bounds, and it will stay with Alliance.
Yeah, it went off Lohr's face, I think.
So some extra pinball action in the end. And there it is, picked up again by Marlington. Here they come, it's Miller. Now Catania driving inside on Hawkins, tips around, and Hawkins picks up the pieces for the Aviators. Another strong steal for the visitors. 1:35 left to go in the third. 44-11, all Marlington. Under the basket, it's Graham running coast to coast, and she will step out of bounds. A tough one there, just ran out of real estate.
Yeah, it looked like old LaMelo Ball highlights in high school at not Sierra Canyon.
Spire?
No.
Either way, here comes Catania, far side. Open three for Miller. Well shy and tipped out of bounds off of Catania.
Oh, man, I'm drawing a blank. Where did all three the brothers play together?
I thought it was Sierra.
No, that was Brawny. I don't know, I'm blanking.
We'll look it up during the break between the third and fourth quarter, just to make you feel better about your interesting take. Pleasant driving left lane, goes far side. That mid-range, just a bit shy. Ruins the rebound, and here come the Dukes. It's Miller far side, has some help. It's Graham, and it's a clean block out of bounds. And they're going to say it got stuffed off of Miller. An excellent play all the way around for Graham.
Yeah, really impressive. Get back into it defensively. Great job.
I'm a big fan of that. And the hustle, it has not at all wavered for this team.
No, it hasn't. They've done a great job giving effort at all times.
And that's what really impresses me about this group. And that gives me a lot of confidence for the future, as there is foul number 4 on the Dukes in the quarter. Alliance, knock on wood. Still none, but of course now it's going to happen. But still, really impressive to see them calm down on the fouls and play a lot cleaner.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and the defensive energy is still there.
Graham able to pick it up at the timeline. Nearly went back over. No backcourt violation in the end. 40 seconds on the clock in the third. Backstop Pleasant. Finding space on Miller. Takes it inside herself, and there's the foul on the shot. Just before the travel. Just an overcommit there from Miller.
Yeah, I got a little bit too greedy there. Tried to force it. Don't need to in this situation when you're up by 33.
So now a chance to cut into that deficit, make it 32 or 31. Pleasant's first is good. A clean free throw gives her 6. And once again, we've mentioned it so many times, but all the credit in the world to Alliance. Only 5 players tonight, and they're making the most of it. That one as well good for Pleasant. So the first 2 for 2 outing at the line for either team since Odie's first time. Catania, no-look pass to the corner. Wittenstolner's 3, just a bit long. Catania picks up the pieces for Marlington, and she will reset. The Dukes still rebounding quite nice. It's Pleasant getting a piece of it. Miller trying to hustle back for it, and Pleasant right there to push the pace. No fouls for her, and now there's her first. That's one that I really don't hate. Actually, hold on a minute. It's going to go back to Alliance, but even if they would have called that a foul, I wouldn't hate that for her. Get aggressive now. No fouls. You have plenty left to give. Why not?
Yeah, I don't hate it at all.
Wide open look on the inbound. Pleasant quickly closed down by Catania. She will drive inside. Too strong off the window. And here come the Dukes, but intercepted again. It is going to be Van Pelt running out of time. They got to get a shot off here. It's Graham, and she will go over the timeline, and that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Marlington up 44-13 on the Aviators, and we will step aside. 8 left to go in regulation. All Dukes on senior night.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen. And I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to Heather Prince of Howard Hanna, who I believe as well as opening up a new office. So congratulations to her, along with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance, our streaming partner for making tonight's telecast possible. Looking at the rest of this week, Bryce, we have so many great games coming up. Tomorrow, it is going to be Marlington and Carrollton, 6:45 tip back here. Same on Wednesday. 3 days in a row in the Duke Dome up in this press box. A beautiful venue to watch some basketball. We close out our time here for the time being, as it's going to be Marlington Canton South girls basketball at 6. Thursday at 6, same time, over at Harry Fields Gymnasium. Alliance Minerva Wrestling. And then from there, we'll preview this weekend in a little bit. But let me tell you, 3 amazing games, especially 2 amazing ones for the boys basketball team over at Alliance High School. But once again, more on that in a few minutes as we are back to the action. 7:40 on the clock, and here comes Peyton Graham. Only 4 points for her so far today, but her defense, Bryce, that has been her calling card.
Yeah, she's been giving phenomenal effort the entire game.
All 5 have. They all deserve a massive round of applause after this game. They have given it their all. Graham in the lane, no good. Hawkins picks up the pieces and banks it in. To see this kind of grit this late from Alliance, I am so impressed. And a lot of that goes down to these coaches. The job that they have done getting these players to buy in, all the respect and kudos in the world, as there is the steal. It's going to be Pleasant. Nobody close to her. The bank will open. Coast-to-coast steals. She now has 9. And I think she's put it up again.
I believe so, yeah.
She now has 11 out of nowhere. Impressive from Sap Pleasant. Odie the Euro on the other end. It's good. Once again, I am so impressed by Alliance tonight. Of course, Marlington, they're the big talking point, but they are keeping away from that running clock for the time being. Graham takes it herself again, gets tied up. It's Addison Wittenstolner picking it up, and Graham is slow to get up again. A tough one there, has to be careful. Wittenstolner driving, too strong off the window, and it's Hawkins the rebound. And nearly a travel as well. In the end, keeps her composure. Last time out, it was 59-19. Alliance already at that 19. Graham's 3, just a bit shy. Rebound on the far side. Another chance for the Aviators. Hawkins takes the mid-range. It's good. Ooh. And the Dukes have surpassed their tally from last time as I think somebody just sent off a confetti cannon thing.
Confetti or popped a balloon. Sorry, that scared me.
Odie down low, picks up Sampson. Boxing inside, shy on the attempt, and it's another rebound, this time for Hawkins, and there's the foul. Alliance getting some late sparks. I would say a little bit too late, but still, to see this kind of fight, I did not expect this at all.
No, they're a very, 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 very gritty team from this performance.
And that can't be understated. You have to give this team the respect they deserve. And these 5 players, they could have easily said, you know what, no, we're not going to play tonight. We only have 5, we can't do it. They said, you know what, challenge accepted. We're going to go out there and represent our school, and they've done that so well. And same with these Dukes.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
Graham, another 3. This one is good. Once again, there's a reason why she is the future of this program. And it's back to a 22-point game. The Aviators on the brink of having a running clock put on their head again. They make some plays. Peach driving on Graham. Plays it back out wide. Picks up Walter. Marissa now drives in the paint with the left. No good. Rebound Richie. And you have to go back to it. Imagine this group with a couple of subs.
It'd definitely be a tighter game.
Graham, another wide open 3. This one's good as well. Hello, Alliance. Graham now has 10. It's a 19-point game. Pete's far side goes back top, picks up Walter. Marlington, the pressure being put back on them, especially if Graham's going to shoot the 3 ball like that. Down low, Sampson. Over Hawkins, it's good. The Dukes really needed that one.
Yeah, they did.
But if Graham continues to shoot like that from beyond the arc, it's a matter of time.
Yeah, get it to her. Let her take a heat check.
We'll see what she can do. Already 10 points. Graham thinking about it. She wants it.
I would.
I think the Alliance fans are telling her to do the same. Instead, takes it inside. In traffic. Hooks up the shot. Not going to be there. Strong defense by Sampson. And it's picked up by Addison Wittensoldner.
Yeah, I think there was definitely a foul there from Candace Odie, but no call.
Sampson now down low on Richie. And she will, I believe, have an offensive foul. Don't know exactly who they're going to call it on, but it's going to be on Sampson, her 3rd. And as well, Alliance, they average 28.5 points per game. They're at 27.
Yeah, they're definitely having a really good game for the situation, at least.
I mean, they were down 44-11 at one point. Now it's 48-27. 4 minutes left to go. Let Graham shoot. See what she can do.
I don't see a reason why not.
And she's just trying to get open, but you might have to start doubling her or even tripling her. She's the hot hand right now. So 2 Aviators in double figures tonight. I don't think the Dukes have 2 players in double figures. I could be mistaken. Actually, correction, Odie has 10. They do have 2. Hawkins, her mid-range is good. Out of nowhere, the Aviators starting to shoot the ball quite well.
Yeah, they're hitting their shots now.
So now 48-29.
They just needed the longest warm-up of all time.
The most amount of points they've scored in an EBC play this year is 37. They might get there. Here is the steal. It's Pleasant in transition. Can't get it to go. Nearly had another big basket. Now it's Addison Wittensoldner up the floor. 3:09 on the clock, pivoting out wide. Walter, wide open 3. Can't get it to go. And it's picked up by Peyton Graham, and she's playing with a smile. And you can't blame her. What can she do here? Spins around, plays it back top, picks up Pleasant's. Pleasant's 3. Just too strong. Rebound, Walter. I like the idea, though, from the Aviators. Just trying to find the good shots.
Yeah, take them when they're there.
And they have to their credit. For a team that only has 5 players, this is one heck of a night. And Sampson putting that one away about does it if it's not done already. If Alliance could have shot a little bit better in that second and third quarter, I think you're looking at a slightly different game.
You definitely are.
And right now, I think it's just trying to find the best possible shot. Pleasant has space. Now goes Van Pelt. Her 3. Airball. Had a perfect line, but just wide right.
Yeah, I heard it from Coach Smith down there going, right. Trying to let the center and power forward 4 and 5 get down there.
I like that. He is still coaching. That's exactly what you want to see from him. Not giving up in this game.
No, you never can as a coach.
McCarty drives in the lane, now down low. Lillian Wittensoldner trying to find some space to the corner. It's Catania, and her 3 is good. Cam Catania now has 9. Marlington starting to pick up the Aviators' three-point shooting ability themselves. Pleasant, her three to match. Just a bit too strong. Rebound, Hawkins rips it away, and there's the jump ball. These players are going to play 32 minutes tonight, Bryce. They have played over 30, and they're still playing that aggressive.
Yeah, you love to see it if you're Coach Smith.
Once again, this team could do stuff. They could really get back to their best very, very soon. All five are coming back next year. Build from it.
Yeah, I think they're in a good spot.
I really think so, just based off of how they played in this fourth quarter. And a lot of it was against the ones of Marlington. Graham takes it inside. Her shot rolls off. And Ruiz keeps it alive. Graham gets it back for the Aviators. Heavy traffic and draws the contact. And as well, only one foul committed in the second half.
Yeah, played a very clean game.
In the end, Marlington, they will improve to 8-12 in the year, matching their win tally from a season ago. Alliance falls to 5-15. But still, the framework has been set to improve off of this in the coming years.
Yeah, and 5-15 is better than 0-21.
Graham's first is good. So Graham now tying Pleasant each with 11. So that's 22 of your 30 right there. 6 from Hawkins and 2 from Van Pelt. Once again, all returning. Second one from Graham. Rolls around, not going to be there. And it's picked up by Ruiz. 53-30, Marlington up by 23. Catania tripped up in the lane. Ruiz goes out wide, picks up Lore in the wing. 1:20 left to go in regulation. Far side, Miller fakes the three, takes the two. Too strong off the window, and picked up down below again by Araya Ritchie. 70 seconds left to go. Any more heat checks for Peyton Graham? Instead, she drives it, pinballs, and it goes right back to Catania. The Duke's not done yet, but intercepted by Hawkins. Graham wide open, cherry picking in the backcourt, able to pick it up now in the double team. Drives inside, and another foul drawn. Once again, Bryce, this is grit that you can't teach.
No, it's not. The effort they're giving, it's awesome to see, especially as a coach.
First of 2 for Graham, no good. But I will say, with athletic director Tim Goodman right there and assistant in Jeff Graffis right there, they have to be so happy about this game and so proud of these Aviators.
Yeah, I would be.
Graham seconds. Rolls around, not going to be there, and tipped out of play, last touching Hawkins.
It was interesting. She didn't put her foot to the line that time. She had it about a foot back. Curious if that affected the shot at all. And it sounds superstitious, but free throws are very, very superstitious act.
As well, make sure you do stick with us after we go final, as we will announce our SmeeSports player of the game. Down low, Witten Stolner can't get it to go. Still trying to get on the board on her senior night. And here come the Aviators. Graham up the floor, picks up Van Pelt. It's Miller behind, but not enough. Van Pelt will bank it in. She now has 4. Back to a 21-point game. Final 30 seconds, high pass, Miller in the corner on the baseline driving, picks it out wide. Ruiz can't keep it alive. As well, our next couple of games, we talked about them already, but this weekend, a doubleheader, both games starting at 7 on Friday. Alliance Canfield on SmeeSports, along with Holy Name Padua. Cameron Gazza will have the call up in Parma at Padua. It'll be myself and Bryce once again on the call come Friday for Alliance Canfield. And there is a foul again. As well on Saturday, it is the Eastern Buckeye Conference Boys Basketball Championship game, 6 p.m. tip-off over at Harry Fields Gymnasium. It is Alliance and West Branch. And that'll close out the Eastern Buckeye Conference season for the 25-26 campaign in winter. Crazy to think that winter is already almost over, especially looking outside. First of 2 good for Pleasant.
Do you see what the temp is tomorrow?
What is it?
It's a high of 52.
Let's go.
Until it goes right back down to 30 and everything freezes, and then you got 500 potholes.
That one no good, but picked up again by Pleasant, fighting for it. In the end, Miller able to scoop it up and retain possession for the Dukes. Final 10 seconds, she will drive, no good. Wittenstoner picks it up, and she gets fouled. So 2 chances to score on her senior night. That'd be awesome for her if she gets this.
it is going to be the funniest and worst thing to happen if she bricks both of these.
But she has rebounded so well tonight. That's the key for her. First of two, no good. So one more chance for her. 8.2 on the clock. This is probably her last chance. And it's good. Addison Wittensolner rolls it in, and another senior has scored on senior nights. That's exactly how they wanted to draw this one up. Final few seconds, Graham driving inside at the buzzer. It's shy, and that's going to do it. Marlington takes home the win on senior night, 54-33 the final. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports as you are watching OHSAA basketball in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Welcome back to Marlington High School. Your final score tonight, 54-33. Marlington on their senior night knocks off the Alliance Aviators. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Bryce Fisher. Let's talk about your player of the game presented by SmeeSports. It's got to go to Bailey Peets tonight. Once again, 12 points for her. She was so impressive as a sophomore. The sky's the limit for her.
Yeah, it definitely is. She's got a great jump shot. She's able to get to the paint. She's able to finish strong. She can do everything really well. She gave great defensive effort all around. I thought it was a great night all around from the Marlington Dukes playing an understaffed Alliance Aviators team.
Looking at the overall scoring, Peets had 12, McCarty had 2, same with Walter. Catania had 9. Once again, a great outing for her. 1 for Addison Wittensolner. So happy she was able to score on her senior night. She deserved it, along with Ella Wittensolner. A bittersweet moment, her final varsity bucket as a Marlington Duke. Best of luck to her at Grove City next year. Once again, shout out to Coach Smith and Alliance for allowing them to take her on the floor one final time. That's the right thing to do. And they did the right thing in a rivalry game. They might be rivals off the floor, but on the floor. For moments like that, it's a lot bigger than just the sport itself. So I'm really happy they did that. Going back on the list, Lily Wittensolner, she had 6. Shelby Odie had 10. Gabby Sampson, she had 6. And Cadence Odie had 2 on her senior night. Let's talk Aviator basketball. 5 players played tonight for Alliance. Only 5. They could have said, you know what, we're not going to play the game. We're too injured, we're too battered, we're not going to do it. We're going to take the forfeit. You're going to have to reschedule your senior night. They didn't, and they fought maybe harder than any team that we ever have seen.
Yeah, that was incredible grit, incredible effort all around. That was outstanding from the Aviators. That team, the coach, Rod Smith's going to be very proud of them. I know that. Team's going to be upset because you never want to lose. But you'll look back on that in a few years and go, man, we put up a heck of a fight there.
That's the foundation of the future of that program. Get some more players in. Make this a freshman, sophomore, junior team next year. I think they get their first EBC win in a long while.
I could imagine it. I could imagine them probably getting 2 or 3.
I think they can. I honestly think you look at how this team played. The framework's there, and that's the key. You got to have the framework. You got to have the ability to win the games like this eventually. I think a better second and third quarter, they do. It's a tough one. Marlington, of course, this talking point, that's going to be the biggest thing. They won tonight by 21. Alliance, though, that grit will go through the scoring. 12 for Pleasant, 11 for Graham, 4 for Van Pelt, and 6 for Hawkins. They got to take a bow. That was so impressive from them. The future's bright. Same with the Marlington Dukes. 2 young teams. I think you're looking at 2 teams that could be competing. Once again, it's tough to say if they're going to be or not. Could be, by the time that we're done covering these teams in 2 years, competing for an Eastern Buckeye Conference crown.
I could see it. They're 2 very competitive teams, and now that there's so many players transferring in and out, and now they're introducing NIL, who knows?
It'll be an interesting one to look at as we toss things back down to the floor. To stay up to date on all the games we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFist 2024 on Twitter. as well. Go down below and subscribe. While it doesn't have any extra cost, it does really help us out. It really does with the algorithm. I'll hand this off to you, Bryce, to try and find some interview people. I got you 2 already. So you have fun with that one. Still trying to figure out the interview stuff. It's quick turnaround up here. We're still live here. We got to do the end of postgame and then go down there and talk to people. So, Bryce, I'm going to send you off there. Thank you again. But going back to it, it might not seem like it helps, but it really does. It helps the algorithm, and it helps us get our streams out to more people. Same with following us on all of our social medias. If you want to help us out in a monetary fashion, you can become a broadcast sponsor or donate to us on our website at SmeeSports.com. But to become a broadcast sponsor, look at the 30-second ad that we ran many times today for Heather Prince of Howard Hanna. An ad like that. That's what you can do to promote your business directly to your target market. If that's what you want to do with us, contact us on one of those avenues, and we'll work out that deal with you. Once again, some big games coming up this week. To list them off, Marlington, Carrollton on Tuesday, so that's tomorrow back here. Wednesday, Marlington, Canton South girls basketball on Wednesday. Thursday night, it is going to be Alliance and Minerva wrestling. On Friday, it is going to be a doubleheader. Down here, you'll be able to see Alliance and Canfield. Then up in Cleveland at Padua Franciscan High School, it is going to be Holy Name and Padua. 2 great games, same time. Make sure you tune in on SmeeSports for the Alliance Canfield link at 6 p.m. for the SmeeSports pregame show. Then at 6 p.m. the next day on Valentine's Day, on Saturday, it is going to be a fun one. For the EBC Championship, it is going to be the Alliance Aviators and the West Branch Warriors. Make sure you tune in for all of those games once again right here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. But that'll do it for us here tonight in Alliance, Ohio. Your final score, Marlington 54, Alliance 33. For Bryce Fisher, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from the Duke Dome, and we will see you again next time. This has been the OHSAA on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.